Hello all. In the earlier tutorial of read and write Excel file at runtime during test, we have learned how to write the Excel file for one particular test case and how to write the result of that test case in that Excel file. In this tutorial, we are going to learn how to write an Excel file for the test case executed in a particular test suite, and we will write the test case ID and the execution status in the Excel file. To learn to write the data in the Excel from the test suite execution, we are going to make some changes in our existing keyword. We are going to use the test listeners and we are going to use the test suite. So I will open the test write Excel keyword, and also I will open the test data file. We are also going to make some changes in our test data file. In our test data file, I will add two columns. One will be test case ID, or you can say test case name, and second one is the status. I will delete this earlier status and then I will save this testdetails.xls file. We will update or refresh the data files, and in this test write Excel keyword we are going to make some changes, like we are going to pass one more parameter, that is int test case num. So we are going to pass the string str test and the integer test case num. Then we are going to keep the other things as it is, and in this get row we have mentioned the row as 1. We have hard coded the index of the row as 1. Here we will now change it to test case num, so that it will not be hard coded and it will take the value at the runtime. It will take the index of the row at the runtime. We are also going to print here one more information, that is about the value of variable I. I will explain this to you, what is I and where I am going to initialize I, and I will say that it is test case num. I am printing the value of I with test case num. Test case num is the value of I. Where is this I? We will learn this. That's it. There are no other changes in our keyword. We will learn about this keyword again later. First, I will give you the details of how we are going to write the Excel with the test suite. So we will go to the test suite and we will create a new test suite. I will name this test suite as test suite write Excel. And in this test suite, I will add some of the test cases like Cura Health login or confirm appointment or drag and drop feature. I will add these three and I will say OK. I will save this test suite and will go to test listeners. To learn about test listeners, please go through my earlier tutorial about test listeners, for which I have shared the link in the description below. Before working on this test listener, we have to do one more thing, that is we will go to profiles. I will select the profile. This is my default profile, and in this profile I will add a variable. Variable name will be I, the value type will be number and value will be 0. I will save and close this. Now in the test listeners, in the before test case annotation, I will comment these println statements and I will use this global variable I over here, and I will assign the value of I plus 1 to this variable. And in the after test case annotation, I am going to comment this println part, and I'm going to add the custom keyword that we have created. And in this custom keyword, I'm going to assign this value test case context dot get text case id, and the integer will be global variable I. So I will copy this and paste this instead of this 0. And this custom keyword I'm going to call over here 2 times, first for the test case ID and second for the status of the test case. Save this. What this does, let me open the test suite. Whenever we execute this test suite, it will execute these 3 test cases, and along with these test cases, before and after these test cases, the listeners will be executed. While executing the before test case listener, it will add one number to I. For example, our I is 0 for now. It will add 1 while executing the first test case. Then, after the test case execution, first test case execution, it will call the custom keyword. And while calling the custom keyword, the test case ID will be the first test case, and the global variable I will have one value. Similarly, while executing the custom keyword second time, it will give the test case status for the executed test case, and the value of I will remain the same. Whatever value was here will be here, and it will update the first row of our test details file. Next, when we execute the second test case, it again calls the test listener, and before test case, this listener will be executed, and it will again add one value to I. So I will become 2, and it will again call the custom keyword after execution of the test and will update the second row of the test case details file with the test case ID and test case status. So what are we doing with this I? We are passing this I to our test write Excel keyword, and we are using this I as our test row number, test case details file row number. So whenever it will be 1, it will update the first test case, it will change to 2, and it will update the second row. Then it will update to 3, and it change the or update the third row of our test details file. This way it will update all 3 rows of test details file for this test suite and for these test cases with the test case ID or test case name, you can say, and the test case status. So let's execute and check. I'm executing this test suite. It has executed the first test case and now executing the second test case. It has executed the second test case and now it will execute the third test case. Now, this test suite execution has been finished. We can check the console log for our execution and what we have printed, the value of I, the value of the column number and value of str test. So we can go and check these values whether those are correct or no. So if we check the first execution, the value of I is 1, total number of columns 2, and value of str test is the test case name. Then if you go further and check the second test case execution, the value of I is 2, the total number of columns is 2, and the str test is having the value of next test case name. If you go further and check the third test case, then the value of I is 3, total number of columns 2, and str test contains the test case name of the third test case. Now let's check the test details file. In this file, if you check, the test case ID and status column are filled with the test cases that are being executed and the status as passed. If there would have been error or failed test case, then the status would have been updated to failed or error. This was about the updation of Excel file at the runtime of the test case with the test case ID and the status of the test cases included in the test suite. If you are new to this channel and would like to learn Catalan Studio from beginning to advanced, please click subscribe and bell icon below this video. Please do not forget to like and share. Thank you.